Here's an interview from one of our past shows on Rock and Metal Revival. If you're interested in hearing full shows, go to our Facebook page and check out our list of affiliates for times and places where you can hear Rock and Metal Revival. There's one of my all-time favorites from BLS. It's called Parade of the Dead on Rock and Metal Revival.
Lovely ballad. I love his ballads.
It is.
So many of them.
A friend of mine had that as his walk down the aisle thing at his last wedding. So
that is a perfect wedding song. I didn't even think about that. Good at receptions, too.
Exactly. We've been waiting a long time to get him on the air, and we finally have hooked up, and it is an honor to have Zakk-Wylde on the phone with us today. Welcome to Rock and Metal Revival, Zakk.
What's going on, guys?
It's awesome having you on the show, Zakk. We're looking forward to your show coming up next weekend in Belvedere, and I was thinking about it and looking through some stuff today. 20 years of Black Label Society. Zakk, can you believe it's been 20 years already?
Yes, it's shocking. My liver is still here and my pancreas. But, no, it's good because actually my liver and pancreas are in dog years right now, but, due to Black Label. But everything else is going good, man. It's been quite the Festivus miracle.
It is. It's been unbelievable a ride since the first time we heard Black Label Society, and you guys were out doing a celebration of the album Sonic Brew. How did that go for you?
Well, no, I mean, obviously when we were, I still can't believe it's 20 years ago. So, actually playing when I started playing with the Boston, even 30 years ago. So, I mean, it's pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, because I actually have one of my old guitar magazines at the house, and it has Keith Richards on the cover, and it says Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones, 16 years into the. That was like 16 years.
Wow.
That was a big deal. Now they're going on, Now the Stones are on about 234 years, but the whole thing is, here's the Stones at 52 years, and they're still padding those numbers up. But I mean, I'm sure for them it doesn't feel like 52 years either. But no, it's been amazing. So since the beginning of Black Label to where we're at now, how big our Black Label family's gotten since we started in the beginning. You know what I mean? Sitting there playing bar and grills with about 3 people there, and it was one person worked there, and the other 2 were either passed out. So so it's great, man. I'm truly blessed.
Now you're doing this tour, and then you got another tour coming up with Generation Axe in Japan. Is that true?
Yeah, we're just going over throughout Asia again. So we're rolling up with the fellas once again. With Father Steve, Nuno.
Nice.
Nuno's birthday today, actually. So I just got on the phone with him. But Nuno, and then you got Ingve and Tosin and everything like that. So it's always a great time rolling with the fellas. I mean that's tons of laughs as well. So. Every time we get together, I look forward to it, man.
Yeah, sure. I got a copy of that album, and holy cow, man. Just some smoking guitar, and those covers of Highway Star and Frankenstein are just stellar.
Yeah, there's a couple notes being played on those records.
Yeah, really, just a few.
Zakk, back when you joined up with Ozzy, you've been with Ozzy for a long time. How has Ozzy influenced your vocal styling when you went off to do your own thing?
No, obviously back in the day when we, playing keg parties, I'm just saying because that's why we have the whole Zakk Sabbath thing on the side.
Mm-hmm.
We end up doing that as well. So, but, even with Zakk Sabbath, I always laugh because it's just like back then, we'd be playing keg parties during high school and, doing Sabbath songs. Whether we're doing War Pigs and NIB and everything like that, and it's just hilarious because we're on stage now. I go, when I was 16 years old, I was playing these songs at keg parties.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm 52 years old, I'm still playing these same songs, and I'm playing them at keg parties, except there's more kegs and there's just more people. So,
nice.
But yeah, so nothing. It just goes to show you how timeless Sabbath is. So, but it's a great time. Yeah, I love Ozzy's voice, man. So, but like we always said, when you're doing a cover band or you got a wedding band, all your buddies that are in the band, whoever can do whoever's voice,
Yeah.
That's who we pick. Like if you can do whoever's, but the Doors or whatever, 'cause JD can sing like Doors songs and he could do Lou Rawls and Jim Morrison. So
nice.
We'll leave those songs for JD's, but so I'd always end up doing the Sabbath songs. So, yeah, so that's how that goes about.
Cool.
Now, your first album you did with Ozzy just blew me away, dude. The Wicked, what was it?
Yeah, No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah, No Rest for the Wicked. And Miracle Man, I'm a big-time guitar guy. I've been playing my whole life. What is that effect you're doing, saying the Miracle Man with in that song?
Actually, it was going into, I remember Father John, who was doing it, he played keyboards on John Sinclair. He played keyboards on the record. Mm-hmm. Actually, John did keyboards on the Spinal Tap thing as well. So
okay.
The whole thing is, John had a vocoder at the time, and so what I did is I talked into this thing while I was playing Miracle Man, and I played it on the guitar and sang it almost kind of like a voice box.
Yeah.
But that's what that is.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You know, Zakk, last summer I had tickets to see you with Ozzy and Megadeth in Milwaukee at Summerfest, and I see that the Ozzy 2020 thing is rescheduled. Have you seen Ozzy since he's been out of the hospital? And did you record on his new album that he says he just got done?
No, well, Oz, I guess, when we saw him in the hospital, after it all went down, obviously we went in to check on him, see how he's doing, and, and just, but I mean, it's a ton of laughs. I mean, even when he's in the hospital, I mean, he's cracking jokes, taking the piss out of himself, you know what I mean? So like I've always said, I mean, ever since when I joined the band, when I was 20 years old, it's just like, it's a miracle any work ever gets done.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, because all you got to do is hang out with him for like 5 minutes. You'll be on the floor, like in a fetal position, crying, laughing, man. You got to have a set of Depends on at all times. You know what I mean? But no, he's hilarious, man. But the whole thing is, he's been doing his therapy and everything like that. And then we went over to the house not too long ago and just, see him and Mom for a little bit, just to talk with them. And he's doing his therapy and everything like that. So. Yeah, because he had that ATV accident.
Mm-hmm.
He almost broke his neck then, and then like this thing, he just aggravated it again. So he couldn't just stub his toe. He's got to stub his toe, and then it's like his complete leg is broken. You know what I mean? So it's just it's always got to be something. But no, I mean, as regards with the new album that the boss did, no, he ended up doing the thing with Post Malone. He ended up doing that thing. He got asked if he would sing on it, and I was like, yeah, sure. So, but then he was just working with some other people. So, because I've been out on the road knocking this stuff out since I've been home. So, but yeah, he said he had a blast doing it, though, man.
So, now, one of my favorite movies you happen to be a co-star in with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Well, no Funky Bunch, but just Marky Mark and the rock star. Is there?
We were the Funky Bunch when we did the movie. I mean, he was still Marky Mark. But
any chance for a sequel?
Well, no. I mean, put it this way: we had a blast when we were making that movie. I remember when we were going to do the movie. I go, so wait, well, let me get this straight. You want me to play a guy that drinks beer and plays guitar and shoots shotguns?
Yeah.
They go, yes, and I go, and you're going to pay me for this? Yeah, but I mean, no, I mean, when we made that movie, we had a blast on that thing the whole time, man. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, Jennifer Aniston was super cool, Mark super cool, Steve Herrick, the guy who directed it. I mean, just everybody was super cool. It was just that thing was a ton of laughs as well.
Oh yeah.
So, but no, I mean, if they ever made another one, yeah, why not? I mean, whenever I've done any of these things for any of my friends, or when I've been asked to do them, it's always a good time anyway.
So whatever happened to that diamond-plated Flying V?
Actually, the movie studio owned those fiddles.
Oh.
So they had they still have them, and I think what they do with all of them, like any props, whether it's Jaws, The Exorcist, or the Rockstar movie, obviously the studio owns them and either has them, in storage and everything like that.
Zakk, we've had Jeff Pilson on the show, Miles Kennedy on the show. We've talked to Jason Bonham, and we've all thrown the idea of a Steel Dragon tour out there.
Yeah, reunion and a tour.
And you're the last one we've needed to talk to, and they're all, hey, if you can get Zakk, maybe we'll do this.
Because I remember actually when we did when they were doing the record, they were talking about the band going out and doing doing a tour, I guess, whether we're playing House of Blues or whatever, promoting the movie at the time. So I mean, yeah, there was talks about that going back then. I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't do it. You know,
Nah,
just
it was a great
round
sound.
up everybody that played on the record and just do it.
Yeah.
Now, Zach, that's all ha-ha, but about a week ago we saw that Phil Anselmo said something about a Pantera reunion with you and Rex Brown. Is there any validity to that?
Well, no, I mean, I saw it too. I saw the sort of thing that Phil was talking about it, but no, we haven't ever talked about it. I remember, you know, when St. Vinny was still around, I mean, it was just they talked about it then. You know what I mean? When Vincenzo was around, so you know. But the way I always looked at it, I mean, you know, when back in the day when they were talking about it, it was just it'd be like if Eric Clapton was asked by Mitch and Noel if they'd go, you know, if Eric would go out and sing Jimmy's tunes and play guitar, and they all celebrate Jimmy's life and all his accomplishments and everything and his greatness. So I always looked at it as a Pantera celebration and a celebration of Dime's greatness and everything like that. So I mean, that's the way I looked at it. It was more of a tribute type thing, you know, which is what it is. I mean, put it this way: every night I'm out there with the boss, and we're playing St. Rhoads' stuff, and we're playing Randy's stuff, whether it's Mr. Crowley or I don't know, or Crazy Train or anything. What we're doing, we're celebrating Randy every night we're up there. So, I mean, that's the way I always viewed it.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I haven't spoken to Phil since he mentioned that. But no, I mean, that's, you know, that's all up to, like I said, any of that stuff's always up to Phil and Rex. And when St. Vinny was around, it would just be up to the three of them. And obviously, I love all the guys. So, I mean, if they wanted to do anything, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll bring some milk and eggs over.
Nice.
I always dug the way you embraced Randy's legacy, you know, because I'm a huge Randy Rhoads fan. I got one tattoo, and it's Randy, you know.
Yeah, who isn't? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I always love that you totally embraced that. I love those guitars your wife got you. The copies of the Polka Dot V and the Concorde are freaking stellar.
Yeah, totally, man. Without a doubt.
Smoking.
Yeah, Mike Shannon, who actually built the one for Randy, actually built the one for me. And then after that, I remember they ended up doing a limited run of them. But yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we all love St. Rhoads. Man.
Yeah.
Now, Zach, last time I saw you guys was in Milwaukee at the rave, and you had JD with you, and you had Dario. Is Dario still playing with you on this role? Is he still?
Yeah, of course, man. Yep.
And we've been having that kid on the show since he was 16 years old, and he blows our mind.
Yeah,
Dario's amazing, man.
Great.
He shreds on the fiddle. He sings. He plays keyboards. He does dishes, laundry, and he's potty trained. I mean, what more could you ask for? He's perfect marriage material for all the ladies out there.
Outstanding. So,
nice.
Are we going to see a new BLS album anytime soon?
Well, right now, I mean, obviously, we're still out promoting, either between Grimace Hits and then obviously you got the 20th anniversary blend. But, you know, in between playing with the boss again and going out doing that, the Generation X, Zach Sabbath, and then, you know, cleaning the dog run. Maybe we'll, you know, pump another Black Label album out soon.
Nice. Any plans for maybe writing a book? A lot of people are doing that nowadays. A lot of the rock stars.
Well, I mean, I did the, we did that Bringing Metal to the Children.
Oh, yeah. I've got that
as far as that goes, I mean, you know, I think if you ask anybody that's in a rock band, all you got to do is go out on the road for about 6 weeks and you'll have another wealth
book
of material right there. So.
Yeah, really.
So now, when you're here next, when you're here on the 28th, you're out with Black Dahlia Murders. How's that billing been going for you?
They're crushing, man, and they're all super cool guys. And we got Alien Weaponry out here that they're amazing as well. And they got, and which is really cool with them as well. It's like a mom and pop run operation. They got their mom and dad out here who run lights and sound, and they're out here with the band. And it's like, and they've been playing since they've been doing it since they've been like 15 years old.
Wow.
So,
nice.
Yeah, and they're crushing it every night. So, I mean, like I said, whenever we go out on the road with other bands and stuff like that, it's always good rolling with all the other bands and getting to know everybody because they're all good people. So, but yeah, Black Dahlia Murder is just crushing it every night, and so is Alien Weaponry. So, and like I said, they're all great people. So, and kick-ass bands. So it's a good time.
How's the Wild audio guitars going? I know got some really cool designs. Anything new coming out?
Yeah, we got another fiddle coming out pretty soon. We're doing the prototypes right now, but and I just keep posting that up on the social media stuff. But yeah, it's a blast doing having your own thing. I mean, everyone always asks me like, well, how come you started doing your own thing? I mean, I always